What's up, people? Welcome to Slide Work. We're talking about how to keep shredding when the weather gets cold. As the weather gets colder, urethane loses its energy. So, in other words, the higher the rebound the wheel, the more drastically it's going to change when the weather gets cold. Instead of your wheels dragging across the pavement consistently, they're actually going to start skipping. Whether a wheel is hard or soft doesn't really matter. What is most important is the wheel's shape and profile. Generally, what you want to think about is, how am I going to be able to slide on some type of road where my wheels are just going to be sticky? And the answer is, you want to find a wheel that's already significantly more slidey than other ones. And you're riding a wheel like, say, the Venom Magnum, which is super wide and super grippy and also has a super high rebound. You might consider transitioning to something a little more narrow. Because they're narrower and they're smaller, they're going to be a lot easier to slide. Also, when a wheel has a side set core like this, that's also going to help kick it sideways a little bit easier. You want more of like a lightweight wheel with a really narrow contact patch. So this old school wheel, as you can see, has a clear core, which makes it very light. It's also pretty offset and has a urethane that slides pretty good on fresh blacktop. So when I think of a wheel that slides on good blacktop that's fresh, like sticky, it makes me think, oh, maybe that wheel will slide in the cold weather where the road's super sticky too. And generally, this is correct. The more meat you have on your wheel, and the more your urethane can move, the harder it is going to be to slide in the cold. Because as all this urethane gets colder, it's going to resist much more, and that doesn't just include the road resistance, it also includes the wheel moving against itself. So if I were to have a Pal Peralta Primo and a Pal Peralta Snake, I'd probably want to go with the Snake because it has a little bit less urethane to push against itself, and that core is going to help make the wheel slide a little bit more consistently than something like this. Well, one thing you might consider is, okay, how do I make myself heavier so that I can slide the wheels easier? Well, you could ride a double drop. Now, the ultimate for riding in cold weather, get yourself some Pal Peralta Dragons. These are really narrow and have a really stiff, like super slick urethane, but it's still consistent. So you're not gonna slide out or have a really hard time kicking out wheels like you do sometimes on hard wheels. Put some Dragons on your board, go super slow, do a bunch of 900s, and you're gonna have a good time. So yeah, that's generally how to pick yourself out a wheel when you're skating in the cold temps during the winter.